and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. Today we are diving into the month of June 2025. So much detail. We got letters, we got charms, and lots of cards. And I went with kind of a nature walk hiking theme today. Get comfy, get cozy, get yourself a nice cup of tea or something, and I'll show you what we have. So we have 3 groups to choose from. Now I'm not showing the words, you might kind of be able to see a little bit, but I want you to focus more so on the image and the items on top of each of the cards when making your selection. So I went for a walk today, and as I was walking along the path, there were certain items I ended up picking up to help complement today's reading. For group 1, we have this card with the fox on it and a piece of bark. I thought it kind of looked like a scroll. Okay, so that's group 1. Group 2, we have the stag and this rock. And group 3, we have the bear and the pine cone. Let's take a nice deep breath too. I know that helps a lot of people, so we'll take a deep breath together. And pause if you need more time. No rush at all. And yeah, please remember, have fun with my readings. My readings are ultimately meant for entertainment purposes. I do hope that there is a message that resonates for you, and I really love when you come back at the end of the month and let me know how things unfold. If you want even more detail throughout the month, definitely consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time I post one of my weekly readings. And that's when I go like super in depth. We actually go day by day. I get you a tarot card for each day of the week, as well as charms, and yeah, we get a lot of info. But yeah, this is going to be an overview of the entire month, different themes, different things that might happen, certain changes that might happen throughout the month. So can't wait to hear what you think. Definitely leave me a comment. And thank you so much for subscribing and liking this video. All of that engagement really does help. If you want to support my channel further, you can definitely check out my Patreon page or my memberships. Both of those are linked below. And there I upload a special video every single week. And actually I am making some changes over there. We're going to be starting to do polls, and I just did 2 readings like last week and this week that were special spreads. So if you want to check that out, you can definitely do so below in the description. But yeah, let's dive in. I'm excited to hear what you think. We're going to take a look at the month and see what you can expect. So we will start with group number 1. Timestamps will be below. 1, if you chose the first card, you chose the fox with the birds, then this is your messages for June. We're going to look at the month ahead and see what is in store for you. I'm super excited to get started. You chose the Alliance card, and when I was looking at this card, I was thinking of that. There's that like sound clip. I think it's from The Office, and it goes, "Would you like to start an alliance with me?" And then the other person says yes, or something like that. So this made me immediately think that there's someone that might want to work closely with you in the month ahead. Okay, someone wants to team up with you or work together or help each other with something. So let's see what we get. We've got a bit of like a trail nature theme today. So we'll get all of your cards. Let's start with your mushroom card. You've got timing with dead man's fingers. Okay, I'm getting with the little fox something about strategic timing. Okay, we'll get your tarot in just a second. I want to get you a Basecamp card because they fit the theme, but also there's a fun question on it that you can feel free to answer in the comments. You definitely don't have to, but they are a lot of fun. So group 1, what is happening in the month ahead for group 1? 8 of Swords. Win the lottery or find your perfect job. Ooh, interesting. What would you prefer? To win the lottery or find a job that you absolutely love? All right, so let's get you a feather. Group 1. What is happening for group 1 in the month ahead? Starling. So now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Starling, that's your feather. We'll get a couple tarot cards with tarot for the great outdoors. Group. You can hear the wind chime and the wind. It's very windy out there right now. You can probably hear the waves too. So group 1. What is happening for group 1 in the month ahead? Page of Wands. Page of Sticks. Sorry, I had to pause for a second. Okay. All right, so group 1, what's happening in the month of June? You've got 2 of Sticks. So Page of Sticks and 2 of Sticks. 2 of Wands. Group 1, what's happening in June? King of Stones, King of Pentacles. Okay. Let's get you some tea leaf cards. Group 1, what's happening in June? Got happiness. Peacock, beware of great pride. And success assured with good plans and hard work. Let's get one more just for fun. We've got the bird, news is on the way. Okay. All right, group 1. So let me just take a quick look. We'll get charms in just a second. I'm not at home, so this reading might be a little bit different than my usual monthly readings. Okay, group 1. Let's see, what is happening in June for you? Make sure you can see everything. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, I feel like the first thing that the cards want you to know is that it's going to be beneficial for you to like team up with people, okay, in the month. Like there could be the desire to do something all on your own, okay? But I think that it might actually benefit you more to approach something in a partnership or be open to making different connections, okay? And I like how this says connect in authentic ways, and this talks about connections, so I'll get there, but I definitely feel like something could be more of a success if you team up with other people. You may be hesitant to receive the help available to you, or you might be the type of person like you like to work independently on things, okay? But now this is going to be the month to really be open to teamwork, be open to advice from others, be open to creative solutions that you hadn't really maybe thought about. And this could be for several reasons. You just might be someone who's uncomfortable with receiving help, or you want this to be a success. You want it to be a success on your own, okay? So I might read this to you, but that's like the first suggestion we got. This is the card you were drawn to, okay? So I'll probably cover the words in the intro. So in June, I really do feel like there is going to be some encouragement to be open to connections, open to friendships or people helping you out, okay? Or some sort of like friendly alliance being formed. And I like that with the Starling card. So now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. So I don't think like is as independent as you are and maybe as secretive as you are, okay, I think that you might be a generally secretive person. That's not a bad thing. I think you are a very strategic person. I think you're careful with who you give information to. So as much as that might be true, I think that this is the month to be trusting of helpful people that want to, because it could be mutually beneficial too, right? There could be something that's like this person or these people want to help you and connect, but it's also benefiting them in a certain way. So it's like teaming up with something. Like I think of, there's been certain game shows throughout my life that I've watched, right? Or like shows like Survivor, right? Where people form alliances, and in a lot of these shows, it can be really beneficial, for certain things. So yeah, that just came through. But I think I want to tell you too, in June, like it's okay to be yourself. Like I think because you are a secretive person, maybe you might be somebody who it takes a little bit longer to get to know. But in June, I'm seeing that being a little bit more open to these partnerships and open to getting to know people and connecting with people in authentic ways is really going to be helpful. It could help whatever this egg card is talking about, okay? It could help you kind of reach the peak of this mountain and be successful on whatever path you're on, okay? Whatever you're trying to succeed at. And the thing is that you and these people might not have the ultimate same goal. It could be more so about like working alongside each other. Okay, so I want to read this before we get too much into this. I'll get into your tarot too. We'll get some charms, but let me look at your main card, Alliance. Okay, so the Fox King lies just at the edge of the meadow with bluebirds as his helpers. His message is to accept the help offered. When only the birds offered their assistance in this time of need, he nearly refused, thinking them not powerful enough. Oh, interesting. So, okay, so when this help comes along, you might sort of underestimate what this person or these people can actually do for you, but don't be too quick to dismiss the help being offered, okay? But the birds proved their worth to him by sharing their joy when he needed it. Don't dismiss help just because it comes from an unexpected source. Okay, that's a big clue for the month. You can't judge the worth of someone's offer until you see them in action. So I think that makes sense with this card too. Like there could be somebody offering to help you and you might kind of like be for some reason quick to dismiss what they can help you with, but like they're going to prove to you, you know, that they're qualified or something like that, like qualified to help you with something. Sometimes help is dressed in unfamiliar clothing. By staying open to creative solutions, you can succeed. I think that's definitely something to be open to in June, group 1. Be open to creative solutions. I'm even seeing with this image, like it looks like this person saying, hey, like, ooh, and look at that. I like how there's the mountain in real life. Like here's this person on the mountain in real life, and in this card, it's only the painting, right? So yeah, someone's like almost saying to you like, hey, I know how you can actually get to the top of this mountain or something like this, or just giving you some pointers. I feel like someone's giving you some pointers because I'm noticing like they're pointing something out there. They're pointing something out in this card. So yeah, I'm getting be open to guidance with this map as well. Like there could be alternative routes or different ways to get to where you want to go. So, you know, with the peacock card, your kind of initial response might be, okay, well, I already know. Like I already know this, right? Or I already have the experience, right? And you definitely most likely do, okay? So I'm not discounting your abilities or your knowledge, but we're getting this for a reason, right? It's saying like, this help might come from an unexpected place. Like maybe you've always gone this way, right? And this person's saying, hey, I know that this way, you know, might be helpful for you for this reason, right? Fill in the blank. So it says your help can make a difference in someone's life. Even if you fear that you aren't strong enough, your presence will prove your value. Don't dismiss your own worth to someone else. They may not see you, but you can make your presence felt. Just as the Fox King and the birds came together, you can also form meaningful alliances. The Fox King ruled his world by understanding that all must work together. Hold on to the thought that the main goal is to stand as a united front. Focus on unusual opportunities that you might have overlooked. Okay, there's another clue. There could be some sort of unusual opportunity coming in the month of June as well. And with creative solutions, there could be a solution to something in the month ahead that you hadn't even popped into your head. So with the 8 of Swords too, I feel like that could be where you're sort of at currently with something, feeling a little bit stuck on something. And this could be also the refusal to ask for help, right? When we're feeling prideful, we might feel hesitant to ask for help because it's like, okay, well, what does that mean about me? I don't want to ask for help. I know I can do this myself. Now, I do see you being very successful. This success could be like with the golden egg. This could be an opportunity. This could be a job that you're applying for. This could be something with business, okay? So if you have a business, it could just be a very successful month. And I see the King of Stones. So it could be a month of a lot of material success. And I noticed like on top of the mountain, there's a feeling of feeling proud of yourself, okay? Feeling proud of yourself, but also feeling kind of grounded. And I'm getting be thankful for the people that helped get you to the top of this situation, right? Being thankful to these people. Let me see here. You've also got news is on the way, okay? I think this news is making you very happy, or there's some sort of news coming in. I like this because this is kind of reminding me of a scroll. So yeah, some information's coming in. You know, someone has some news to share with you in June. Definitely let me know what that might be, because that also could be what this is talking about too. The Page of Wands can oftentimes talk about exciting news. So someone might have something to share with you. So definite messages coming in throughout the month. We'll get some charms in just a moment. I just want to see what else is coming through. Group 1, I'm feeling like you've been kind of waiting You're a very strategic person, but I feel like you've been kind of waiting. Like you tend to wait for like the perfect time, or wait for things to kind of just be a certain way. What I'm getting with this card and with this card, so it says, now is the time to get out into the world, and timing. Like, I'm getting, stop waiting. Like, now's the time to get out. Okay, now's the time to pursue your passions and your whatever this mountain represents for you. Okay, now's the time, right? Stop postponing, because again, I feel like you've been kind of strategically waiting for a certain moment or for circumstances to be a certain way. I'm getting to tell you, like, not to wait anymore. Like, the time is now to start pursuing these things. And I'm also getting a message to tell you, group 1, that the time, like, I'm getting, it almost felt like someone said to me, rest assured, success is assured with good plans and hard work. So I want you to know that the time you're about to put into some sort of endeavor or some sort of project or idea is going to be worthwhile, okay? So just know that the time, like, if timing is keeping you from getting something started, meaning, oh, this is going to take me 6 months, this is going to take me a year, I'll tell you, it'll be well worth it. And it's saying success is assured. So you're going to get to this, whatever this egg represents, okay, whatever this mountain represents to you, you're going to get there. So don't not do something just because of the time it's going to take to do it, right? I've done that before. And here's the thing, the time's going to pass anyways, right? Like, it's going to pass anyways. So in 6 months, in a year, would you rather be farther along or kind of wishing you had started 6 months ago, right? So that's something I remind myself of a lot. But yeah, it's saying, like, the time you're putting in is going to be worth it. So don't let that hold you back. I do see with the 8 of Swords, like, there's sort of this feeling of, like, letting some sort of limiting belief or certain ideas keep you at a standstill. So I think you're breaking through that. I think you're definitely breaking through that. And the other thing with great pride too is I think you're not, or in July, or why did I say July? That's strange. Maybe something about July is important, but in June, don't be so afraid about, like, looking silly or looking like a beginner, okay? Because you could, like, and some people might have some advice for you, okay, with something, or some pointers that could help. So be open to it. Again, like, this all goes back to the main message, be open to it. I think sometimes when we're in this peacock energy, it's like, I don't want people to know that I'm not good at this. Well, that's okay, right? It's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to be new at something. You don't have to be the best right away at everything. Like, give yourself some time and patience to, like, get there, right? So in June, it's going to be really helpful to, like, not feel like you have to be the best at everything or be perfect right away, or know everything right away, okay? And on that note, I think, like, so say you're starting a new job or something, okay, and you're walking in feeling like, okay, I want to appear like I know what I'm talking about. I want to appear, I really want to do well at this job. What I'm seeing is your new coworkers could be more helpful than you're thinking, okay? Like, there's going to be helpful people. So don't be shy to be like, okay, I have no idea how to do this. Can you help me? Or, hey, like, can you instruct me how to get this started? Like, so don't let pride get in your way. Like, we saw multiple examples in this reading of, like, how this could be playing a role. So it's just saying, be aware of great pride, okay? And I know that you're independent. I know that you're very skillful and knowledgeable. Like, I definitely see that. And I feel like you've earned this recognition, or this, like, you're good at what you do, there's no question, but I think sometimes this gets in your way of, like, pursuing new things sometimes. So I think you might be kind of thinking outside the box in June, or trying new things. Also, a really good month to pursue fun things that you just want to try, right? So in this example, we see painting, but anything, right? We're seeing a few examples here, like hiking, painting. The Wands is all about things that kind of, like, light us up, right? And things that we enjoy. So I'm seeing you in June possibly exploring those things and having some fun, honestly. Like, I think that's going to be important. So June, let's see what your charms have to add. All right, so yeah, news is on the way. Okay, so what's interesting is that when I was looking at these birds, I thought they were robins at first, and I was thinking of one of my Beanie Babies from when I was a kid, Early, and I was thinking of that phrase, early bird gets the worm. So I think with heads up, the phone, and news is on the way, you're definitely getting some sort of, like, advanced notice about something in June. So someone's giving you a heads up, or advanced, like, some sort of information that you're getting ahead of time with timing, right? Like, yeah, it's giving you help though, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so heads up, someone's telling you something in advance that's going to be very helpful for you. Speaking of helpful, everyone, I was asking people what this was called, and honey dipper and honey wand was the comment I kept getting. So thank you everyone, because I kept calling it a honey spoon and I knew that wasn't right, but honey dipper. I love this with the egg card. So this is all about sweet results, results for hard work. So definitely group 1, you're seeing results in June, okay? There's no question. You're seeing some results, but I do think there's like maybe a caveat, and I think that is going to be being open to partnerships and connections and creative solutions and different, you know, people kind of pointing out different things you might want to consider, okay? Because I think you might be in a very like the way you're thinking about something right now might be kind of keeping you stuck, right? Like sometimes all it takes is just someone else's, even to phrase something differently, right? And it just kind of, oh, okay, yes, it gives you this kind of breakthrough moment. So I'm definitely be open to learning in the month ahead. Okay, so let's see what else you have. Yeah, there's lots about like tools and fixing things. Okay, so there could be something you are adjusting, you're making some sort of adjustments. This is making me think of like, it's actually cool that we have both of these, but like tightening something getting, adjusted or secured possibly. I don't know exactly what that is. There could also, like, some of these charms may have personal significance to you that I'm not aware of. So it could be like some, some work around the house that needs to be done or something like that. We've got the Pentacles stone here. So it's definitely a focus around maybe things like work, new jobs, personal goals that you have, financial goals are definitely highlighted, material wealth, security, comfort, that kind of thing, because I'm seeing that in the charms as well. And even with the honey and the egg, like there's definitely something about the month feeling very rewarding, possibly financially. Realize there's a piece of lint on my fingernail. Okay. We've got, this is clever solutions. This one is creative and clever solutions. It's actually interesting to see that charm, because that's what I call that charm, and that's exactly what we had in the initial card. So there could be like something you really need to kind of think really outside the box with, okay, in the month ahead. You got the little nails charm, nail polish charm. Some of you could be getting nails done in the month, or spa treatments or something, or some sort of self-care treatment could be important. Maybe this is something to do with what you do for work, possibly. I think it's cool though how we have the fingers card. This mushroom looks kind of gross, but it's like, it says it's harmless in the book. Let me see, where's the book? 36. Yeah, it looks, a lot of these mushrooms just look super odd and frightening, but so it's not an edible mushroom, but it says dead man's fingers may give you a fright if you come upon it, but rest assured it's harmless. So, okay, maybe that's a message. Maybe that's why I felt like reading that. Maybe there's something happening in June where at first you're sort of like alarmed, and then you're like, hey, actually, this isn't what I thought it was at first, right? Some sort of situation. But the fingers and the nails, I don't know, something about maybe getting your nails done possibly. You've got some signs here. You've got Virgo and Aries. You've got the little masks. There could be like a theater performance or something like that in the month ahead. And I think that this also sort of connects with the Starling card about like being authentic, because it's masks. So now's the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. You might have a hard time with kind of letting people see, who you really are, or feel, like you have to hide your emotions maybe about certain things. So maybe you're feeling like you can really be yourself in the month ahead. And then you've got some scissors here. This can be about cutting a situation out, releasing some sort of situation. It could actually be with the nails charm, like getting your hair cut or something. Maybe some of you are getting like your hair and nails done or something. I'm getting with the scissors today, possibly something about editing or pruning a situation. So there could be like some edits you're making to something. You know what, let's do a few letters really quickly. Let's do a few letters. I know a lot of you like that. So we'll get a few letters in and then we'll wrap up there. And yeah, comment below. Would you rather win the lottery or find your perfect job? That's a tough one. Can it be both? I guess not, eh? Oh, look, you've got the word time. So timing and timing, or time. Time, the word time's coming up a lot. You've got have, can have. I'm getting to tell you to make time for your passions, make time for your interests. It's really windy out there. Okay. Let me know what you see. I'm not going to spend too much time on them just because otherwise this reading is going to be too long. I see makeup artist. Okay, so with the nail polish and the scissors, maybe some of you are in like cosmetology school or something like that. Saturday, something about Saturday. Lots of ease. Lots of ease, oh my goodness. Game. I actually think this is a W, but it was upside down. W or M. Somebody could be giving you some financial advice in the month as well, I'm getting. Okay, this King of Pentacles person could be giving you some financial advice for the future. It's very practical advice, okay? It's very practical, but it's coming from a place of experience, and like this person knows what they're talking about in this particular area. Could be a Virgo or an Aries. I feel like it's the Virgo. Let me know what you think, group 1 of this. I really hope that you enjoyed it. We will see you later. 2, if you chose the stag, then this is your predictions for the month of June. I'm really excited to dive in. We've got a bit of like a nature walk theme today, and you chose the stag. So your keywords for the month of June going in to the reading is look ahead. You've also got visionary, planning, and preparation. So there could be something you're planning for in the month ahead. This could be something exciting like travel plans, or just different changes that you want to make. But I find it interesting that this is the card that came out for group 2 because we're halfway through the year. So it could also be something like you're making plans for the second half of the year, or just sort of maybe making some adjustments possibly. Okay, group 2, let's get your cards. We'll get you a feather card. You've got the canary feather. So step forward now and sing your song. There's power in finding your voice. So step forward now. Yeah, I'm seeing you stepping forward confidently. The stag energy is very confident, very solid. Okay, group 2, what's happening for the month of June? You've got regeneration with oyster mushroom. Get you a Basecamp card. Group 2. 7 of Wands. What is the most exciting trip you have ever taken? Okay, so that could be a clue, okay, because I was getting something about possible vacation plans. So that could be a clue, but also just feel free to answer this in the comments below. So what is the most exciting trip you've ever taken? What has been, oh, and as I'm saying that, I'm hearing an airplane. Some of you are definitely going somewhere. Okay, or there's themes of travel plans coming up for sure, okay? Because it was the first thing I got actually. Like you're looking forward, you're looking ahead at a plan or at a vacation that you have planned, okay? So some of you are really starting to get excited for this vacation or for this getaway. And I just think that this being the question is interesting, and then also the airplane flying over the house right now. So what is the most exciting trip you have ever taken? Comment below, and that's the 7 of Wands. So let's get you some tarot, group 2. Okay, you've got the King of Blades, that's the King of Swords. You've got 3 of Blades, 3 of Swords. That's an interesting illustration for that card. And you've got the Magician. All right, and look on the bottom. There's something about like strength coming through, or I don't know. Well, like I noticed those mountain goats, and then I'm noticing this person climbing the mountain. Okay, group 2, what is happening in the month of June? Okay, more mountains. Okay, so maybe that's why I was drawn to the mountain. Group 2, what's happening? Oop, one flip out. Forest. So muddled, unclear thinking. June, what's happening in the month ahead for group 2? Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Oh my goodness. Love flew out of the deck. I don't know if you saw that. All right, group 2. We'll get your charms in just a few minutes. I just want to look at the overall picture of what's happening. Right. Okay, sorry, I'm just absorbing this for a second. I don't know really where to start. Okay, so I think I want to start with this whole mountain thing because I was drawn to the mountains and we've got the mountain card. So major challenge to overcome. So I'm seeing in the month of June, there's something like you see this mountain, and I've always gotten with this card, like I think sometimes there can be sort of like I don't know, like when we see this card, we might think, oh no. But I have to say, this card feels to me more like a challenge that we want to pursue, like something, it's like the next challenge, right? The next challenge that we want to overcome, right? This could be someone like setting some sort of athletic goal, like they want to run a marathon, or I really want to get my business to this point. Like this is what I feel like it is, okay? There's something about a mountain you want to climb, okay? Or some sort of feat that you have that you want to embark on. So yeah, major challenge to overcome. And this also could just be like certain challenges you are overcoming in the month, and it could be saying with good planning and looking ahead, things could be easier, okay? Oh yeah, okay, so forest. Because whenever I see this card, it reminds me of the time I did get lost. I was hiking with a friend. We were lost all day. My phone was dead. She had a little bit of battery left. We kept having to call 911 while they looked for us because they couldn't keep us on the line because the phone was going to die. We didn't have anything prepared. We had no snacks. We had no water because we thought, oh, quick 2-hour hike. But we got off trail and got lost. We were crying. We were taking turns crying while the other one blew the whistle. Luckily, my friend had the whistle because the police said they didn't hear us screaming. They heard the whistle. Okay, so take a lesson from me. If you're going hiking or doing anything like that in the month, okay, plan, preparation, bring what you need, okay? I think this message came up for a reason. Because since then, I've always made sure to have a fully charged phone, have water packed, have snacks. We were more so worried, honestly, I'm going to be honest, at the time of getting cool pictures. And we didn't want to carry water with us. We thought, we'll be back in 2 hours. We'll just leave the water here. That was ridiculous, okay? So anyways, point of the story is, and I feel like that's why that came in, is it's important to be prepared, okay, in the month ahead. Think of all of the different things that you might need on this journey and make sure to just double check your list. Just make sure you're prepared, okay, for anything that you're doing in order to have a good time while you're there. In order to have this lighthearted, carefree time, you need to plan ahead, okay? So something like that. It might not be as literal as the example I gave you about hiking, but I feel like that came in for a reason. But anyways, the reason why I noticed that is because when we were lost, we kept looking around and feeling like, oh yes, we were here before, we were here, and then we got confused. It's very easy to get disoriented and confused when you're lost in the woods. So again, kind of going back to the reading itself, there could be something you're sort of trying to plan out, but you're a little bit confused. So this could be also a clue to kind of like seek out the answers, seek out the guidance you need, okay? looking at these little birds, like it could be something about direction or something to help overcome this challenge, okay? Something that you're currently confused or unclear about might be making this mountain seem a lot more insurmountable than it actually is, okay? So definitely plan ahead, get the information that you need ahead of time, okay? And all of the tools necessary as well, okay? So that just came in. I don't know what that applies to, but I felt the need to share that story. So the other thing too is I am seeing possible vacation coming up for you in June, or at least discussions around this vacation. So someone could invite you to go away. I think this is going to be a good thing, okay? I think it also, like, getting away from a situation could also provide a chance to sort of clear your head, okay? So if you've got an opportunity to take time off in June, definitely do so. If you don't, it could be time to start planning for it, okay? Or preparing for it, you know, start thinking about taking a little vacation, or where can I schedule this in, okay? So that's definitely coming through. So just something to consider. I realize, you know, everyone's work situation and, you know, time off requests can be different, but it's coming up for a reason. I think there's a feeling of like needing to kind of let off a little bit of steam, because this is the Three of Swords, and look at this image. I don't think I've ever seen a Three of Swords depicted in this way. They're having a great time, right? They're sort of just gliding along. They're going cross-country skiing, and to me, this is like a feeling of healing in a situation through an enjoyable, kind of carefree, lighthearted time. I'm seeing with the Love card, it could be a really important month to surround yourself with the people that you love, right? Even with the Jug, like the Jug holding water, there's a feeling of being around people that are healing for you and people that you enjoy being around through some sort of challenging time, or while you're healing from some sort of challenge, okay? So this is going to be an important thing for you, to be surrounded by the people that you love, okay? Or doing things that you love, even possibly, okay? As a way to deal with a challenging situation, because this is the Three of Swords. I do find that illustration really interesting. I also noticed they're in the forest too, so this, by doing this could actually help with this confusing, unclear situation, right? Sometimes when we're like in the midst of something, it takes us stepping away from it for a while to kind of look at it from a fresh perspective. So that's what I'm seeing. On that note though, you've got the King of Swords. So I am seeing a feeling of clarity coming in. So this could also be an answer for the month ahead. If you are currently confused about something, clarity is coming in, okay? An answer is coming in. You're going to feel less confused about something, less lost about something. Even having a plan in place for something that you're working on could be the thing that helps. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of clarity and also direction. Like with look ahead, I'm seeing you having a clear path forward, or a direction of like where you want to go, right? I just imagined a compass. So with this forest, it's like, okay, I know that that's the way we have to just keep going this way. So there's something that's coming in that could be providing some direction for you. I actually want to read this card to you really quickly, if I can remember where I put the book, because I think I read it for group, yeah, there it is. I think I read it for group 1, so, oh, goodness, I just spilt my juice. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me get a towel. That could have happened for a reason. Sometimes when things happen while I'm reading, I take it as like a message, because now I just spilt my juice all over the place. Maybe something about like being organized could help you out, like having things organized with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords is extremely organized, and maybe that's going in with like this message of like planning ahead. Having an organized plan could help with the muddled, unclear thinking possibly. So yeah, just getting things sorted out and organized could be especially important. So let me just clean this up and then I'll read this to you. But yeah, that, oh goodness, that definitely, I always feel like things happen for a reason sometimes. I don't know. These cards are going to have to dry now. Oh, goodness. Okay. All right. Okay, group 2. So I think I did an okay job of cleaning that. All right, so where was I? So 20, look ahead. Let's look at that and see. I accidentally just flipped to 21 and it said letting go, and I think that's important with regeneration, which we'll get to, because this card is all about cutting out the old and rebuilding. Okay, so we'll get there, because I think there could be definitely something where you are starting over with something. Okay, you're rebuilding. Yeah, and I'm also getting messages of like speaking up for yourself is really important in June. We'll get there. Getting so much today. Okay, so it says, don't let the unknown scare you. Begin today by planning what you want your tomorrows to look like. This is a call to action. You are being put in charge of your own life. This is a chance to look ahead. If you do not like what your next week, your next month, or even your next year is shaping up to be, then do something about it. Start making your course corrections now. Remember that every step you take is now leading you down a path. It's time to check your internal compass. Interesting, because I was feeling a compass, to make sure this is the way you want to go. All right, so that is interesting. So, yeah, I like the idea of course corrections, okay? So you could be making some corrections in the month ahead, like making some changes or changing things that you don't like. Like there's certain things you might not like the way something's kind of turning out or the direction where something's going. So you're making some changes accordingly, okay? You're making some decisions. Back to this King of Swords though, because I just got this really strong message. So step forward now. I like that with look ahead, because it was saying take charge. So you're really taking charge of things in the month ahead, but step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice. So speaking up for yourself with the 7 of Wands and the King of Swords, as well as the Canary, is going to be important at some point in the month ahead, okay? Saying no, speaking your boundaries, standing up for an idea or standing up for something that's important to you. This could be one situation that it's talking about, or it could just be an overall message that throughout the month it's going to be really important to speak confidently and stand up for something that's important to you, okay? Find your voice. Don't be shy. It's funny because like as I was reading, my voice kind of started getting a little bit shaky. So there could be something that's kind of causing your voice to feel a little bit shaky at moments, but speak up for yourself, okay, in the month ahead, and you might know what this is when it happens. But I do like how this said, take charge, and this says step forward. So there's something about you stepping forward in your life and taking charge. I don't think that you are avoiding things anymore. It's like you're confronting them head on, right? You're confronting whatever this mountain is. It's like, no, I'm going to overcome this, and I'm going to figure out what to do that, okay? So answers are coming in. I'm seeing a much more clarity and a deep sense of like understanding of a situation. But yeah, for sure, mental clarity, confidence, for sure. I'm getting confidence is the key to your success. Magician is a very powerful card too. What I like about this actually is this is the King of Swords is very logical. This step, then this step, right? Very logical, very factual. Whereas the Magician, I mean, they combine all sort of aspects of themselves, right? So they can be more in tune with the unseen forces in life, right? But also they can be logical as well. When you think of the Magician card, they have the sword, they have their chalice, they have the pentacles energy, and they also have the wand, okay? So they've got everything available to them. So I'm seeing you really being resourceful in the month ahead as well. And I'm seeing that you have everything you need to figure something out, or you have everything you need to get something on track, okay? That's just came through. So I think you're getting something back on track possibly in the month. Okay, there could be something that kind of went in a different direction and, you know, suddenly you felt kind of lost. So you're getting back on track to where you want to be. I am seeing though, you know, as seriously as you're taking things, don't forget to include some time for vacation if that's what we were getting a lot about vacation, but just time with the people that you love, okay? Like, it doesn't have to be, because this is actually reminding me of the Emperor card, right? So I think balance is going to be important. I think you are taking charge or stepping forward, but don't forget to make time for the things that you love and the people that you love as well. I think that's going to be helpful. Lighthearted, carefree time. The regeneration card, this is all about rebuilding, okay? And it talks about like things are happening, things are starting to happen, okay? Things are starting to take shape for you. I'm getting rebuilding, okay? So there's something you could be rebuilding or working on recreating. It's so windy out right now. What I like too, group 2, is I feel like you are very clear about what you want to, like with visionary, I see that you have a vision of like something you want to manifest, okay? So you're not confused about something. So maybe you were like previously confused about, because again, seeing these two together, I'm seeing intense mental clarity about something, so, or clarity coming in. So I keep getting like with the compass imagery, I keep getting something about knowing what it is that you're working towards. Knowing what it is that you want. So you might have a clearer picture in the month of like, okay, what am I working towards? What do I want this to look like? That kind of thing, right? Again, I'm getting the reminder, if there's something you're embarking on, okay, in the month ahead, it's going to be really important to be prepared, okay? We got all these messages of preparation for a reason. Okay, so preparation is your main energy. And then I got that message about when I was hiking that time. And then just seeing this King of Swords being so prepared and having all of their tools right there, as well as the talk about the magician having everything that they need. So whether it's a vacation, whether it is something you're doing with work, you know, something more literal, like my example, like hiking, just make sure you've checked everything over and you've got everything you need to get started so that you can enjoy the process. You can enjoy the vacation. You can enjoy, you know, whatever this adventure is, you can actually enjoy the experience. Okay, let's get some charms, group 2. I'll just put these up here. I'm not home, so I always find it more difficult to like get myself organized when I'm not home. I'm dropping my beverages. I'm like, this is my mango peach meal. Okay, group 2, month of June. And yeah, when I'm home, we'll be back to like my regular videos. Okay, so, all right, so you've got a 12. So the 12th of June could be important. So much love. You've got, I love you to the moon and back. I am seeing time with people that you really love, and it's going to be, again, very healing, very good for the soul, very, very helpful. I'm seeing someone has been missing you, okay? I'm getting someone's been missing you. Definite signs, though, in June, group 2, of like improvements, okay? So the situation is definitely improving with regeneration. I'm seeing you rebuilding, okay? You're rebuilding something. You've got the little bucket. This is time to get out of a situation. So there could be a situation where you need to kind of like defend yourself or stand up for yourself, okay? You might have to say no to something in the month, okay? So someone could ask you to help them with something or go somewhere with them or, you know, sign up for something. You might have to like really use your voice and say no confidently. Okay, I was getting something about your voice shaking earlier, so just be confident when you say or when you stand up for yourself in the month, okay? So yeah, time to get out of a situation. This is also not crying over spilt milk, so there could be a situation where it's really important to not let something get too blown out of proportion, okay? In the month, okay? That's what that sometimes represents. Also with the jug, like a release of emotions, maybe like releasing, letting some emotions out. There could be something like you're sharing an experience with someone that you love with the Canary card. So there's power in finding your voice. Maybe you're sharing something with someone, or there's like an outpouring of some kind. You've got the honey wand, which, by the way, everyone commented because I didn't know the name of it. I kept calling it a honey spoon, so everyone commented that it was a honey wand, so thank you. But this is all about sweet results, rewarding results. And I love this too because milk and honey. I got this combination recently, so it made me think of the land of milk and honey. You have the light bulb. This could be clarity again. So this is really good with the muddled, unclear thinking, because I was seeing some clarity coming in, which is good, right? So there won't be any more confusion. And I do think like the example I was describing, there's going to be, maybe there was like a hard lesson learned, okay, with a certain situation. Like when I went hiking, like I know now, it will never happen like that again. Fully charged phone, water, snacks, whistles, warmer clothing, like all of these different things that I didn't realize then, I now know at this point. So hard lesson could have been learned at this point. Or you learned something from experience for sure. Regeneration, for some reason just popped into my head when I was holding the house. So some of you are rebuilding a home or regenerating, rebuilding your home or rebuilding something to do with a home, okay? I just got home is where the heart is, because there's a heart right there. So home is where the heart is. Have you seen that movie? If you haven't, definitely watch it. It's one from the 90s. I used to watch it all the time. Home is where the heart is, with love. Yeah, maybe some of you there's something about like returning home, or this travel could have to do with home. Someone could be visiting. The rainbow, again, like healing, hope, improvements. A lot about renewal. I'm seeing a lot about regeneration and renewal. So a lot of you are starting over. Someone loves you a lot. They're going to be expressing it. Okay, I love you to the moon and back in love. There's somebody I'm getting encouragement to be with, because they just, you can kind of let your guard down and kind of just let off some steam with them. You can kind of just be, it's very peaceful. Peaceful to the mind, peaceful to the heart is what I'm getting. It's very carefree, it's joyful, it's lighthearted. I'm getting, with lighthearted and the 3 of Blades here, like something's lightening a heavy feeling on your heart in June. Before we wrap up here, I want to do letters too, but I'm getting you have a hard time letting people in sometimes to what's going on, okay? So it's important to communicate that. You might contain certain emotions, like you tend to contain them. You don't want to really share what's going on. So I'm getting this really important to communicate this situation in June, okay? It could be very healing for you. Okay, let's get you some letters. I'll just put your tarot cards here for a moment. Even me spilling my drink, maybe there's something about like an outpouring or something. I was getting more so about like getting organized, because the reason I knocked that over is because I was trying to find the book. It wasn't prepared, right? That kind of thing. So there could be some like mistakes avoided by planning and preparation. So time, yeah, interesting. Timing, maybe. Yes, honey, the puppy wants some love. 2 minutes, my love, 2 minutes. Okay. I see cake. Maybe something about a celebration, cake. If you got a cake that okay, this is very specific, so obviously won't resonate for everyone, but if you were purchasing a cake, if you're picking up a cake, whether it's for a wedding or an anniversary or a birthday, call ahead. Just make sure all of the details are, planned out, okay? Make sure you call ahead. You've got will. I know that's so specific, but sometimes when messages come in, I just like to say what comes in. Well, let me know what you see. I usually don't see a lot. Thank you so much, Group 2. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Definitely don't forget to subscribe. I do appreciate your subscriptions and your comments. Let me know how this is going. If you want to get in-depth readings throughout the month ahead, every single week, like daily details, then definitely subscribe as well and hit the notification bell, because I do upload weekly readings every single week. So definitely do that if you want even more detail going week by week. And it'll actually be super cool to see if your weekly readings match up with what we have. So anyways, Group 2, I hope you have a wonderful June. We will see you later. Hello, Group 3. If you chose the bear card with the pomegranates, then this is your messages for the month of June 2025. Your keywords going into the reading today are rewards, abundance, bounty, and sharing. So I am looking forward to seeing what we have today. We're looking at the whole month as a whole, any themes that are kind of coming up. different things that might happen, and we'll get you some charms, of course, and some letters. I've got the patio door open, so you might be able to hear the waves and the wind. It's very windy, and the wind chimes. So group 3, you've got the turkey feather. So let's see, it says, honor your own time of harvest, offer your gifts and blessings of service to the greater good. Okay, that's interesting. With rewards, with abundance, bounty, and sharing. Group 3. Mushroom Spirit Oracle. What's happening for group 3 in the month of June? Discovery and unknown. Group 3. The numbers 27 and 35 might be important to you. Group 3, what's happening in the month of June? Victory in some endeavor. Disappointment in a friend or lover. New job or career. One more, we'll get. Dogs getting together with friends. All right, so let's see what your tarot has to add. Group 3. What's happening in June 2025 for group 3? Okay, you've got 5 of Swords coming out with 3 of Stones. So this is interesting. I think I know what this is about. I think it might have to do with this flute situation. But we'll get there. We will get there. Okay, let's get maybe 1 or 2 more, because I feel like these two coming out together is one message, so we'll get there. Group 3, what is happening in the month ahead for group 3? Ace of Stones, Ace of Pentacles. And lastly, the Empress. All right. We've got one more deck, actually. We've got the Basecamp Cards. I spilt my water, my flavored water during group 2. So these are like damp. So I'll do my best. But these cards are fun because they also have a little question that you might want to answer below in the comments if you'd like. I used to use these a lot more. I always loved the answers. Okay, group 3. 6 of Cups. Describe your perfect 3-course meal. Oh, yeah. Comment below your perfect 3-course meal. Oh, that's tough. So I don't know. I feel like mine would change daily, but something with risotto. I love risotto. I love pasta. It would have to have pasta. Ooh, that's tough. Caesar salad, maybe? Pasta, and then like something like a lava cake or something. Ooh, okay, that's tough. Okay. We'll get your charms in just a few minutes. I like to do my quick little scan of everything, see what's jumping out. We'll get some charms and letters. Let's see. Well, if you know me, you know I usually like to start with the challenging situations, and honestly, you don't have many. You know, every month, every week comes with challenges, of course. So I'm seeing you disappointed in someone, group 3. Okay, there's no question. And it's not even necessarily something they did to you. It's just something that they've done where you're like, what were you thinking? Like, I'm seeing this beautiful trail here and people have littered, right? So it's like something that you view as like disrespectful or irresponsible or just like, why did you do this? Like, so it's more of, okay, now I'm hearing that phrase. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, which is worse. It's so much worse, right? So yeah, there's someone that's disappointing you, right? But because it came out with the 3 of Stones, this is a good sign, group 3, because this tells me that this is something that can be worked on. Or at the very least, you've got people helping you sort of process this, or hopefully, like I see these people picking up the litter, right? They're cleaning up the mess. Did they litter? No. Okay, so it could be something that does impact you, unfortunately, in the sense of like you feel a responsibility to do something about it, or a responsibility to, you know, turn this into like a learning situation almost is coming through. But yeah, I mean, this is what I see as your challenge of the month. Someone may disappoint you, okay? And like I said, it doesn't even necessarily feel directed at you. it's just more of like a feeling inside of your heart that you have of like, why would they do that? Like, why? I'm shocked that they would do that, or I'm surprised. Like, don't they know that that's super irresponsible? Like, you know, it could even be something to do with like the earth or the environment or something like that. I mean, who knows? But cleanup day. Yeah, there's something that maybe this can get like sorted out or cleaned up, or some teamwork could help remedy the situation or improve it. It could even bring you closer together with someone else through this experience, okay? Getting together with friends. So it's not all bad, right? It's, you know, obviously it's a letdown. Someone's letting you down, or there's something happening that you're kind of more so like, I'm just surprised they would do that, or something like that. So don't let that like cloud over your whole month, okay? Because you've got a lot to look forward to. So one of the things I want to say is there's a lot to go around. You've got a lot of themes of sharing and abundance, all right? Because you have the turkey, and it says, offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. So I want to quickly just revisit this for a second. You could also be doing certain things that are benefiting others, volunteering your time or your skills, or making some sort of donation. You're helping out, okay? You're making some sort of positive impact on the earth, your community, the world, a certain cause that's important to you, okay? So you are feeling the need and the desire and the push to make a difference with something, okay, in the month ahead. And I think this is really wonderful. So I think that's great, okay? It's very inspiring, and I think you should totally do that if you feel called to do that, okay? I'm seeing with the turkey, abundance, bounty, and sharing. I might want to read this. I read for all of the other groups, so I want to quickly read this to you. This is a beautiful card. So you see the bear. Pomegranates are a symbol of abundance, okay? And you see the bear, and well, I'll read you the story. But all of these quails, I think they are like getting to partake in what the bear has found, and no one's fighting over anything, right? So there's enough to go around. So this could also be a message that in the month ahead, there's some abundance coming in with Ace of Stones, but there's plenty. There's enough to go around. There's enough to share. Something kind of fun could be happening, or something good to you that you want to share with your friends too. Some of you are going out to celebrate new jobs or careers, or some sort of, you know, something you want to celebrate, something like kind of Six of Wands energy with victory and some endeavor. Like if you've been applying for jobs, there could be good signs that this is happening in the month of June, okay? So maybe you're going out with your friends to celebrate. But yeah, I'm seeing you feeling very loving, very nurturing, very connected to the earth. You've got, and maybe you always are, okay? You could be someone who's very, like, you really try to leave the least amount of impact on the environment as you can, right? Negative impact, I mean, and you try to, you know, maybe you're somebody that like is really conscious of waste or pollution, or, you know, different things like that. You know, you try to make an impact where you can, you try to make a difference where you can. So I'm seeing this is really important to you. The Empress card is, of course, always connected to nature, but I'm really feeling that in June for you. You might be really called to go on hikes, nature walks, which is very fitting with today's reading. But yeah, you might really want to get outdoors, get some fresh air. I love trail walking. Like, I love walking on trails. It's one of my favorite things to do in the summer and spring and fall, actually. Where I live in Ontario, we pretty much get like 6 months of winter. So any chance I get to get outside and go for a walk when it's a little bit nicer out, I do. But yeah, very in tune with nature. I'm getting so much for you, group 3. So let me read this, the story for this. So the black bear has found its reward in the form of bright red, juicy, ripe pomegranates. Reaching in carefully, he pulls one to himself. The California quails are not afraid. They know that they will reap the abundance from the seeds that escape the bear's hungry mouth. The quail are simply taking advantage of the bounty to come. They know there's enough for all. By acknowledging this wealth of fruit, the bear accepts the fact that you can indulge yourself at times and still share the bounty with others. So yeah, there's definitely an energy of abundance plenty coming in for you in June, but you feel the desire and the call to share that with others, whether it be friends, whether it be making a donation of some kind, like you want to share. Like I'm almost getting you're not really enjoying it to yourself, or it's adding something special to share it with others. So it says, not that you wouldn't enjoy it all to yourself, but there is an added enjoyment coming from sharing with people. Okay, so examine your world. Are you overcome with the don't have and can't get enough worries? Is most of your time seemingly spent in scraping by? Do you make time to express gratitude for the gifts you do have? This may be a challenge for those of us who hold on to the idea of not being enough and not having enough. When life rewards you with its bounty, take time to acknowledge and celebrate the abundance and give thanks. Okay, that's pretty bizarre with the turkey, because of course, we might associate the turkey with Thanksgiving and giving thanks. So yeah, you are about to enter a time of harvest, group 3. And again, you've got the desire to share with people. You've got 6 of Cups. I really like this with the getting together with friends, because I'm seeing you getting together with old friends too in the month ahead, okay? So a friend could come to town, or you might just kind of feel suddenly nostalgic about an old friend and want to reconnect, but you're doing something. Like, I think that June for you could be pretty social, and I do think that some of you are going out to celebrate and have a good time. And this could be where the disappointment comes in, like one friend might cancel plans, for example, or something could happen, or you could find out some disappointing news about somebody. But again, I'm not seeing it as like overshadowing your month. You've got a lot to celebrate and look forward to in the month, and especially a lot to be thankful for, group 3. So, okay. If I said the wrong group at any point too, I apologize. I'm very distracted. I'm not at home. I'm learning, and I've mentioned this in the last 2 readings, but like I'm so used to my routine now, and like I've been house sitting, and I'm finding it like really difficult for some reason. Like, I'm enjoying the readings immensely. I'm loving the readings, but getting into the energy to read and kind of getting my mind in the right space has just been more of a challenge. So yeah, I just felt the need to tell you that. Okay, so yeah, getting together with friends. It could be like describe your, that's kind of interesting too. Because I was just imagining like everyone gathering for a meal. So describe your perfect 3-course meal. This could be what you're doing with your friends. It's like going to like a really nice restaurant, having like an awesome meal. Like, so comment below your perfect 3-course meal. Like, what would be in it? Okay, so yeah, definite indications of possible new jobs or new opportunities coming up for you, okay, in the month ahead. If it's not an entirely new job, okay, because that might not be everyone, there could be some shifts. There could be things like promotions, raises, even things that could potentially lead to a new career. It could be something like you're picking up you're fascinated by this new, hobby or something like that, and you want to kind of explore it, okay? So something could lead to a new career or job later. Like when I started reading tarot, I didn't know that years into the future I would be doing it as something on the side, right? So you never really know where things could lead. On the topic, going back to your fascination with nature in the month and discovery and unknown, I think that you might be kind of getting into like collecting something or doing something, because I'm seeing you collecting crystals, okay, or something, or rocks, but you're developing some sort of new fascination with finding something, seeking something out. Like you're discovering a new hobby or a new interest or something you want to like invest your time or energy into. And I think it might have to do with crystals, rocks, something like that. Okay, it could be even something, it does feel connected to nature though, and I realize I might be feeling that because of these cards and the theme of today's like reading, but I'm noticing like the pine cones there too. It's like picking up pieces of nature and collecting it in a certain way, or like using it for art or something, some of you might be doing some landscaping or gardening or kind of taking up that as a hobby as well. Let's see what else I'm getting here. beautiful month. Honestly, I'm excited to get your charms. I'm not, like, I'm getting the most challenging situation being someone disappointing you, but it feels like collective disappointment. And everyone seems to kind of be like, yeah, that's not good. Like, it's not like you're only thinking this. It's collectively, like, even this, is it a goat? Even this goat's like, what? Like, this is my home. What are you doing? Like, sometimes I feel like we can be so disappointed in what humans can be capable of, but I try to remind myself that there's so much more goodness in the world. Like, I truly hold on to that, and I see it. Like, I see it in my comment section. I see it in the world. Like, so I think it's an important thing to hold on to. I felt the need to tell you that. Yeah, so much abundance. The turkey, the empress. I'm seeing you about to, like, if it's not discovering a hobby, there is something you're like, I'm getting words like unveiling, uncovering in the month ahead. Getting a lot about like new skills, like discovering a skill you weren't aware that you had, or like or a fascination or something you're interested in keeps coming through. So that must be what it is, but something you can kind of build upon and work on, possibly with others. Some of you could also be joining something with friends, like some sort of class or common interest you're wanting to work with together. So like you're getting together with friends to go to this Pilates class, or to go to this painting class, or to go out hiking once a week or something. Like, you're doing this with friends, so it's going to be a social, like, there's definitely a social element to this, and possibly one that's kind of focused around friends that you haven't gotten together with in a long time, or friends that you've had for a long time, that this is like the perfect way to get together. I feel like I haven't focused enough on this victory and some endeavor card, because this is a pretty big card, honestly. Like, this is victory. This is winning something, okay? So this could be, again, getting a job, landing that job that you really want. This could be, something that you've been kind of waiting to see, like, how is this going to work out? Like, it ends up being successful or something like that. But yeah, there's some sort of victory or positive result to something. Victory and some endeavor. Yeah, I'll be curious to know what that is. Okay. Let's get some charms, group 3, and add to this. Yeah, lots going on. For some of you, you're interested in making a career change in the future. Okay, so this could be a good month to kind of investigate and do your research about it. All right, it could be like a good month to kind of take those first steps and start investigating, or learning those skills, like start to research or ask questions. Good month to revisit your resume if that's the case, okay? So a good month to brush up your resume and polish it off if it needs any updates. Especially if there's like a certain job you're applying for that requires certain skills, like maybe think about what you can update in your resume to kind of fit with that possible career. Let me just pop these up here, make space for some charms. Once I'm home, I'll be back in my usual setting. I know, you guys always say you don't mind, but it's just, me, I don't know, I'm turning into a creature of habit and routine for sure. Okay, group 3. All right, so yeah, lots of abundance. Look, you got the pot of gold or the bag of money. Okay, truth. So discovery. Some of you are discovering the truth about something or a situation or a person. This could be what's disappointing. The truth of something. This could have to do with a Capricorn or an Aries, or these could just be the friends you're also hanging out with. So it doesn't have to be the person you're disappointed with, but it could be an Aries or Capricorn. But yeah, there's like something you are discovering the truth about, okay? And this could be something more to do with you, or the truth that's, honestly, I feel like it has to do with this. That's my intuition, but Of course, it could be different for everyone, but truth coming out with discovery. It's making me think of discovering the truth. You got the Fox. Yeah, it could be like someone, because this is like sometimes Seven of Swords energy, so it could be like someone was dishonest or something, or someone lied or something. So you're discovering the truth. But the Fox, Group 1 had the Fox. You might want to watch Group 1. But the Fox can also have to do with shrewdness, strategy. It could be like being kind of thinking on your feet or being clever in a situation. So that could definitely be what it is. You've got have, the word have. We'll see what comes out with the letters too. You've got the diving mask. So that's kind of cool with discovery as well. It's making me think of exploring. So because it's a diving mask, there's emotions with it. So it could be like, actually, is this an underwater mushroom? It might be. I don't know. I don't know a lot about mushrooms, but I'm learning more. Wait, wrong book. 27. I don't even know how to pronounce that. But what I was getting at is there could be like an emotional element to what it is that you're discovering or exploring. Okay, 27. All right. No, it doesn't say it's underwater. For some reason, it kind of looks like coral to me. It's just, which is why I thought of that. It says there's not much information surrounding this mushroom, so I'll try to pronounce it. It says blue laratiomyces. I don't know if I completely said that wrong. Blue laratiomyces is a recent find in Australia by Steve Axford. There is not much information surrounding it yet. It has an unusual shape and beautiful blue color with what looks like a dusting of sugar on it. Oh, interesting. Not much is known about this mushroom. The last message that I feel called to read, it's just like the last sentence popping up. Be strong, be confident, trust your gut. The unknown awaits and it has many gifts for you. So the strangest thing just happened. As soon as I finished that sentence, my storage was full. I didn't know that at the time. I looked and I'm like, oh no, storage is full. Like, at what point did it stop recording? I thought, oh no, did I miss this whole reading? Which wouldn't have been the end of the world. I would have just I actually had to do that earlier this week. Like I had to start the reading over with the cards I had already pulled out. So, but it's just interesting. It's like it cut off right when I finished that sentence. So that's super interesting. Okay, so then I kind of started talking about some of the charms because I noticed the roller coaster and the helmet. Okay, so the helmet is making me think of like emotional exploration or just exploration in general. It could definitely have to do with like discovery for sure. And then the roller coaster, it was making me think of an emotional roller coaster. So, I mean, this disappointment might be like, obviously a disappointment, but you've got so many things to look forward to this month, including like the rewards. And I also want to say, like, this just came through. Rewards with this, I think whatever you're doing to make an impact in a positive way that you feel called to is itself going to feel very rewarding for you, okay? I just want to say that it's going to have its own rewards. But yeah, you've got the bag of money here. You've got the little butterfly. Okay, so of course, transformation, change. I'm actually getting the need to tell you pay attention to butterfly symbolism in the month ahead. Okay, so butterfly symbolism. You might notice more butterflies. Okay. Let's see if I can see anything else. Might be doing something over sunset. I'm noticing the sunset. The sunset here and then the sunset on the patch on the backpack in this image. Yeah, tell me what your ideal 3-course meal is. I'd love to know. Okay, let's get some letters. We'll get some letters to go with that have. But yeah, Capricorn, Aries. Could be just like main character. It could be one of these friends or unfortunately whoever's disappointing you. Like I said though, these came out together. So in a relationship reading, when you see the 3 of Pentacles, it talks about like putting in effort, okay? So someone could be putting in more effort to like make amends with something, or the two of you, this could be something that the two of you could work towards fixing. This person might be very apologetic with whatever's disappointing you or the other people. Because again, I know I said it a couple times, but I don't feel like it's even necessarily just disappointing you. It seems like shared disappointment. Okay, let's get, yeah, secret. There it is, bingo. For sure, yeah, there's something, you know, it might be even kind of like the secret where, oh, look, this confetti, yeah, something to celebrate. Love, lots of love in the month for sure, especially friendships. Could be making new friendships at work too, like getting closer with a group at work, you know, developing closer bonds at work could be coming in. Let me know what you see. I'm likely not going to see much because I usually don't, but I'll give myself a chance here. Look in the comments, there's always suggestions. And yeah, once I'm home, we'll be back to usual. I was gonna say heart, but art. Once I'm home, we'll be back in our usual. So we've got have, secret, and truth for the words. Truth, have, secret. I don't want this disappointment again to like make you nervous, right? Okay, it's like have fun with these readings. Because it seems like something that can be worked through. It could be also built up disappointment, right? Sometimes we like sort of build up resentment or kind of hold on to these things. It's like collectively all of these things are disappointing me, right? And then we have a chance to kind of talk about it, right? So that could be what it is. Maybe it's you that has the secret. Maybe it's you that's kind of been hiding this, you know, this resentment in a certain situation. I'm seeing read. You might be reading more things. Could be something you're learning or discovering with a book. Let me know what you see, group 3. I'm not really good at finding things, unfortunately. But yeah, let me know what you think of the month ahead. If you want to get weekly readings, and we go in depth, we go day by day. So if you like this reading, I think you'll really enjoy the weekly readings that I've been doing. So definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get alerted every single week when I upload the week ahead readings. And yeah, that's been something I've been doing, I think like 4 months now. I feel like it's been a little while now. And yeah, it's been something I look forward to every week. And yeah, subscribe, comment, let me know what your perfect 3-course meal would be below. Share this with a friend. All of that stuff really does help. Any kind of engagement helps out my channel, supports the channel. And yeah, we will wrap up there. Thank you so much, Group 3. I hope you have an awesome month.